I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more times.
5 blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I've seen a lot of Spencer Oliver lately on my YouTube. You've been coming up a lot. Of course, you've been discussing what's going on with Fury and Joshua on TalkSport. TalkSport are covering it heavy on this subject. Yeah, just get your sort of opening comment of what you know about the current situation with Fury and Joshua and the contract.
Well, what do I know about the current situation? So the current situation is like this. It's all a little bit complicated at the moment, isn't it? Because I know Anthony Joshua wants to fight 100%, as does Tyson Fury. I think that Tyson Fury's been very vocal about it. Anthony Joshua has this week as well. He released a video saying that, the lawyers were dealing with it, the contracts will be signed, etc. Now, it's been going back and forth. We've been speaking to Frank Warren a lot as well. And Frank's sort of like been moving mountains, really, because Frank's trying to meet all of Eddie and 258's demands to make this fight happen. We know the 60-40 agreement was agreed, which was a great deal for Anthony Joshua, as a voluntary defence to Tyson Fury. We know that there's a 50-50 agreement in place if Anthony Joshua wins the fight in the immediate rematch. So that was the main problems. Then we got to the broadcasters. We know that ESPN, DAZN, BT are all happy to broadcast the fight. So that's sorted. I thought that was going to be a big stumbling block. Now it's all about commercials. It's gone into the commercials, about the advertisement, etc., etc. I'm hearing that Frank Warren has even spoke to an arbitrator about dealing with the commercials to get the commercials over the line as well. So, if that happens, I don't see what the problem is. I really don't. I don't see why the fight is not made. They're talking about December the 3rd, Cardiff, and they need to get a move on with it if it's going to happen. I understand Fury's frustrations. I really do. But, all I know, Umar, is I speak to Anthony Joshua, and I know Joshua wants to fight. So it's not the fighters, that's for sure. I know Anthony Joshua 100% wants his fight December the 3rd. So, it's quite frustrating for not just, it's for us, for the fans as well, because, it's a fight that everyone wants to see. And where we thought we was a million miles away from it after Joshua lost to Alexander Usyk last time out, it seemed closer than ever when Tyson Fury come out and said, look, I'm giving you a gift from the heavens. I'm giving you an opportunity. You haven't got to go through those warm-up fights again, those dangerous fights that he's going to have to go through to get another shot at the title. I think Joshua accepted that this was a wicked deal, 60-40 split, wicked, but he's got a chance to get back to the top, straight away without going through there. He doesn't need those warm-up fights. He's ready. He's coming off a 12-rounder. He didn't get bashed up. It was a close fight. He lost it in the last 3 rounds. But what I'm saying is, it's a great opportunity for Anthony Joshua, and I think he recognised that. So it's frustrating for everyone that we still haven't got this fight over the line. And, I'm not sure we're going to get it over the line now, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it looks that way, to be honest. So, yeah, there was a lot of confusion from the public because all the terms which you mentioned there, including also December 3rd in Cardiff, had been accepted by Joshua, Matchroom and 258 publicly. So at that point, you're thinking they're going to sign the contract. I spoke to, as you said, Eddie Hearn yesterday, and he said there's certain commercial aspects that they need to be involved in and look at in the contract that Queensberry have set out, that Joshua has existing deals. And as you said, I've heard today that Fury's side have offered to appoint an arbitrator or mediator to sort out them commercial deals. So
sure,
if that gets sorted, if they accept that appointment and that gets sorted, then there's literally nothing else to go over. And the broadcasters are happy.
100%, and I think that's where we're at with it, Umar, if I'm honest. I know that contracts can be difficult to sort out, especially a fight of this sort of magnitude. They've got top lawyers working on it. The Anthony Joshua team have now had that 14 days. So, and like I say, knowing the fighter, knowing Joshua, it's a fight that he wants. It's not a fight that he's ducking away from. It's not a fight that he doesn't. It's a fight, it's a challenge that he's accepted. So, I just really don't understand. Listen, I don't know about contracts. I don't understand that side of it. So I'm not pretending I do. And I don't know how complicated or uncomplicated they are. But I do know the terms and agreements that have been agreed. And surely we must be nearly there if that's the case. There's obviously some small print that they've got to go through. But, the main stumbling blocks, the broadcasters, the agreement on the splits, even Anthony Joshua having a joint promotion on it. They've even accepted to, have him sort of co-promote with it as well. I mean, fucking hell, mate. That's like, they're offering a lot here, Tyson Fury, Queensbury, I'm hoping we get it over the line, but I'm just not so sure we're going to now, if I'm honest.
Well, as you said, I mean, fighters at this level, top fighters, aren't scared to fight anyone. We know both Fury and Joshua want the fight, as do all top level fighters. They'll get in the ring with someone tomorrow. It doesn't matter who it is. But do you think there's anyone involved that doesn't want this fight next, categorically, on December 3rd? Yeah,
maybe Eddie Hearn, maybe 258 management, maybe, Joshua. Listen, it ain't Anthony Joshua, that's for sure. And it's not Tyson Fury. It's not Frank Warren. It's not Top Rank. So, at the moment, and I get that Eddie Hearn is looking after Anthony Joshua's best interests. I understand that, right? And I understand. Look, like I say, I don't understand on contractual side of things. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they're working on. So I don't want to be wrong in saying this when I say it. But what I'm saying is, from what I do know, and speaking to Frank Warren a week, I think we should be pretty much nearly there. So, who doesn't want the fight? Is it Eddie Hearn? Is it 258 management? It's not Anthony Joshua.
Well, listen, Spencer, I know you're cool when there's a show on. Lee Eaton's got a show on tonight. So, yeah, enjoy that. And, appreciate your sort of insight into what's going on. But as you said at the start, to be honest, it doesn't look hopeful. Even though from the outside looking in, it seems like the contract should get signed. It doesn't look very hopeful. And I think Tyson is going to run out of patience very soon, to be honest.
I do as well, mate. Like, listen, if you would have asked me this, we're now Friday. If you asked me this on Tuesday, I actually said this contract would be signed Monday/Tuesday because I knew Fury wanted it on Monday. I thought Tuesday, listen, Wednesday at worst. I thought because I know what Frank Warren was sort of like, and George Warren. They were replying to the demands that Joshua and his team wanted. So I think they've been quite fair on that. That's why I thought this fight would have been made by now. So now it hasn't been made. We're now Friday. I'm unsure it's going to get made now, which is a shame.
Spencer, thank you for your time. And before you watch tonight's action at York, enjoy the calf opposite the road because I know you're hungry.
I'm absolutely starving, mate, and I will. Nice one, Umar.
Enjoy that, mate. See you soon, all right? Thank you.
Yeah, I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more times.
There's 5 blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help me?
One hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.